Oh, here at Forum TV, we can turn up for a check. I am so excited to introduce a recipient of one of the scholarships here at NFBPA. And we actually have Mom here as well. And so this is Priscilla Wilson, Caitlyn Wilson. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so you are a recipient of what scholarship?
The Harry L. Jones Scholarship.
Harry L. Jones Scholarship. So
Cigna's Harry L. Jones Scholarship.
Gotcha, because we got to throw in the sponsor. So you applied for that scholarship when? Tell us about that journey.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago I had applied. I didn't know what to expect of it. I just wanted to get my name out there, hope for the best. And then I also saw that the conference would be in San Francisco. And I was like, fingers crossed, I get to go. I was doing a project about NFBPA, so I was learning a lot about the organization. I got to interview a few key leaders, so that was great. And then I actually didn't get the email the day that it was said the last day would be, so I was like, okay, maybe I didn't get it. And then the next day, I get an email. I was so excited. I was at class. I call my mom. I tell her. But yeah, I just reflected on myself within the application, kind of told my story, what I hope to do, and how I hope to follow in his footsteps.
Now, first, before we get to the many connections that we have going on here, Priscilla, first, tell us a little bit about how conference has really impacted your career and your journey.
I have actually been in the public sector for a little better than 30 years. And I remember my employment in Garland, Texas, northeast of Dallas. And the then deputy city manager insisted that I attend one of these conferences. So that was back in early 2000. And I went 2 years because I had just had my daughter. And I said, no, I don't have the time. But I went. And have never stopped going since. I was overwhelmed with the conference and all that it offered, and have been involved ever since.
And it is so impactful. So you knew the person that the scholarship is named after.
I did. So I attended UNC Chapel Hill as well to receive my MPA, and I'll never forget Mr. Jones attending one of the sessions as a speaker, and I remember being awed by his presence, by his accomplishments, and just how he spoke of public service, and I said, I want to do something like that one day. I had no idea that it would come full circle.
Because hasn't it 3 generations, especially of UNC Chapel Hill grads?
Yes, exactly. And I remember at the time that he spoke to my class, he was working in Texas, Dallas, Texas, actually. And I remember saying, if ever I go to Texas, I'm going to look him up. Well, I go to Texas several years later, and he's back in North Carolina. So we never got to work with each other. But as we attended the various conferences, we always made a point of speaking with each other and just conversing on what was going on. So.
And now you are here. You are following in your mother's footsteps. What do you hope, after you get your master's, what do you hope to do with your education?
Well, I'd also like to follow my mother's footsteps and become assistant city manager. But I did some research on Mr. Jones, and I just want to fill his big shoes and have an impact on the people I serve and the communities I serve. And yeah, I just think I want to do something that's impactful. So assistant city manager will allow me to stay maybe positioned longer to really see that through.
My last question for you, what has most impacted you at conference, besides this wonderful chat?
I think what's most impacted me is hearing and seeing people like me in the spaces I want to be in, and just seeing that the great things that they've been able to accomplish, and the perseverance they have and the determination, and then wanting to do that myself, I think has been the biggest thing, and just seeing it in action. I love that.
Well, it has really been a treat speaking with both of you. I love this mother-daughter duo that we have going on here. So I really appreciate you both.
Thank you so much.